You're listening to the Comic Crusaders Podcast. I am your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more. Whoa, there we go. Yeah, it's one of those days, man. This is Al Mega. Welcome to another Comic Crusaders Podcast. And today, we have return guests, actually. We have an amazing duo here. One of them is just got into the room and it's late. Right? I'll let you guys guess which one in a moment. Let me introduce those two first, all right? And you know how I do. I always introduce the first person, so I guess that's a hint who is late. Let me introduce my big homie, man, the one, the only, Christian. Mateo. How you doing, homie?
I'm doing great. Anytime I get to be on the show with you, Al, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, man. Welcome back. And let me introduce your partner in crime, the big homie himself, Mr. James Lines. Hey,
what's up, man?
What's going on?
How's it going?
What you're in darkness here. What are you hiding?
The bodies, all the bodies.
Oh, shit. So welcome, fellas. I appreciate you coming back, man. And you guys did not come alone this time. I mean, we have the Fugitive Poems squad in the house right now. Oh my God. Let me introduce the next person on stage. He was here last time, and somebody here in this panel forgot, Chris, that he was there last time. The one, the only, Mark Capitelli. How you doing?
You're on mute.
Yes, sir.
Yes. There we are. The old man hits the open. Yep. All right.
Hope those that can't read lips.
Good to be here, man.
All right. And then, oh man, we have the next person on stage because you guys are introducing a new book, right? It's a fire book. I had the pleasure of reading issue 1. Let me introduce the writer of the team. And please forgive me. I forgot to ask you the pronunciation of the last name. So if I get it wrong, you could wear somebody's toupee here that we mentioned in the green room. Let me introduce the writer of this fantastic book. Listen, this is supernatural noir. It is gory. It is fantastic. It is wild, man, taking twists and turns. Even when I got to the last page, I said, whoa, wait a minute. The one, the only, the twist turner himself, Stephen Becchia.
You got it. Betcha. You got it right.
Hey, there we go. Hey, welcome, man. And, again, thank you
for having me.
Having that book come on over, man, because you are working with an amazing artist at hand as well, man.
Absolutely.
Big book. Let me tell you, from the moment I popped on that book, I'm like, ooh, I love it. I fell in love with the artistry, the flow. I mean, you guys are definitely a dynamic duo. Let me introduce the other half of this amazing team for a dirty living, the one, the only, Mr. Ryan Santos.
Hey. How's it going?
An entrance.
Yeah, it's my Muppet entrance.
This is this team right here, folks. I mean, they're gonna bring you one of the most fire books you're gonna read. They have a special way they're gonna be releasing it. I'm gonna show off on the website. You can see a little bit of the art. It's fire, man. Definitely. Listen, this is not for the kiddies either, all right? Because as soon as you open that book, you definitely do see some, an old school song is called Flight Death. I don't know if you remember that. So, just keep that in mind, and that's what the book opens up with, all right? All right, so before we get into this new book within this universe that is, FP right here, Fugitive Poems, talk about since the last visit, what you guys have been up to, Chris James.
We just got in the physical copies of River issue 1, which was our last Kickstarter when we talked to you, and it is beautiful. Comics Wellspring did a great job with the printing, and what it does is show off James's art in such a beautiful way. It's the book, every page, his art just pops off of it. It's another crazy sci-fi story about, we talked about this, a drug dealer gets his hands on a time machine and tries to make the universe his own.
Yeah.
We got it in. We're going to be mailing it out next week to all our Kickstarter backers, and it'll be for sale on the website. And so we've been working on that while we're producing Stephen and Ryan's unbelievable book. I can't tell you how excited, how much faith we have in this team. Right before I came on, I was rereading Steven's script for issue 2, which is even
look at these wait a minute. How dare you bring up a tease like that? Hold on. You got to see my big head out of nowhere. Hold on, bro. This over here. There we go. You go first, big homie. Boom. Look at that. Folks, oh, man, I'm excited now. Ooh, look how sexy that stuff looks. What?
See that pyramid in there, Al?
That is just dope, my man. Look at that.
He
look at that art.
Killed it.
That's a trip scene right there.
Yeah, for real. Thank God I'm not tripping tonight. Here we go. All right.
Send you right in there. Send you right in.
All right. So before we get into all that, though, it's the story of the pro man. So let me go over here to the man right here, Stephen Betcher and Mr. Ryan Santos. Talk to me, man, about first of all, I'll start with Stephen. Talk about your journey here in comics and all. I mean, what was your first love in all of pop culture, and how did you get into this crazy business?
Always a fan of comics. Big Batman fan forever, and a big Sin City fan. Big on mobster stories, noir stuff, and I know I started writing this story, and I was lucky enough to get the amazing Ryan Santos to do the illustrations, and so this is really my first step into the comic book world.
Oh, really? Oh, look at this. My man is popping his cherry this way. Love it. With a legend, too. Crazy. So what inspired that then? What made you say, F it, I'm going to jump in and get it started?
I think it was a little bit of Sin City, Frank Miller stuff. I think it was a little bit of just realizing that the stuff that I like to write was kind of shorter script-wise. And of course, I'm still getting, whacked on the hand. Write it shorter, less detail. But, I'm getting there. I'm learning. I've written a couple books, and so I've done that. But as far as comic books, this is like my first venture into it. So, yeah.
So no. Before I move on to how much different, would you say going from books to comic is? Did you have a steep learning curve, average learning curve?
It's kind of a little steep learning curve, I think. Some of it's format, some of it's the amount of detail. Sometimes I want to write something really cool, and but it doesn't matter, because that cool sentence never makes it onto the comic book. Only if it's dialogue. That's about it.
Gotcha. And all right, my man Ryan, talk about. I'm gonna ask you how about your journey, of course. Like what was your first love, and how did you get involved in the business before we get into the story of the Promans? Because about how you guys got hooked up,
Yeah.
and then the other side of the story, then how you got hooked up with this crazy guy.
Yeah, well, I've been drawing forever, since I was a little kid. Sunday comics all the way to like Wolverine and Batman stuff. A Marvel guy forever, Marvel guy for life. But I went to art school, and then right after art school, I actually worked for Todd McFarlane at the toys, doing McFarlane toys. So I was a painter for them. So I worked there for a while, and then someone just asked me, why don't you do conventions? So I just started doing conventions, with what little kind of comic book art I had, and then I just kind of kept growing and growing. And then recently I started doing a lot of like exclusive covers and stuff like that. That's a lot of what I do. It's a lot of yeah. So, and then I met Steven, and it all kind of went popping.
So, what's the story of that Promans? How did it even all happen? Was it through the internet? Was it a convention?
OnlyFans.
Comic-Con.
OnlyFans, hey, I mean, Chris, what's going on here?
Yeah, it was at Comic-Con in Providence, and I just went by Ryan's table, and I just loved the stuff he had out on his table, and I was was like, hey man, I love your work, and I just wrote something, and you want to check it out? And we just started talking, and we hit it up just like that.
That's man. So Ryan, it was like that, or did you think he was some other crazy guy? Another story. You're like, oh my God, not another.
Yeah, believe me, I get a lot of crazies at the table, but people always, want to collaborate and do something, and I'm always open to like at least look, or read a script or whatever. But this was pretty good quality, and I really enjoyed it. So I was like, it's right up my alley. It's perfect for me. So I figured we'd give it a shot. Yeah.
Oh man, love it. All right, so let me ask, how did you guys then connect with my man Chris and James Company FP? Mark, how did you guys all connect?
Again, it was conventions.
Oh man,
yeah.
Were your neighbors? Were these guys running around in disguise and just trying to hijack all the creators?
Pretty much. So they were running around scalping people from other companies, and they came across my table.
That's how I get my toupees, is the scalping.
Oh,
there you go. So yeah, it was at Terrificon years ago. Yeah, we were just like a few tables away. Just started talking comics, and then I said, "Oh yeah, I have a little something I've been working on," and I gave them a little ash can, kind of proof of concept thing, and then they contacted us back, and then we worked it out. It was great.
I was taking a break from the table, and I was wandering around, and Ryan's art just stopped me dead in my tracks. And then he's such an awesome, friendly guy to talk to. He gave me the ash can. I ran it back to James. I didn't run. I don't run. But I quickly wrote it back to James. James loved it, and he went to talk to Ryan. And we just we had that ash can for a little while, and it never left our minds. And luckily, Steven didn't let us forget him either. And he checked in with me periodically. And Kenneth is drawing a comic right now that I wrote called Albino Satanists in Heat.
Albino. Oh my God. We'll get into that later.
And he is doing it more justice than it deserves. He's absolutely amazing. But yeah, so we were so taken with him, and then Steven kept emailing and checking in with me. And when we were ready to do this new subscription service, they were the first people we thought of.
I love it, man. So James, man, when Christian, glided himself to the table to show you the book, and he doesn't run. What was it that popped out to you that you said, I got to talk to homie, see what's going on
here? Well, as I've said before, Ryan has a really kind of unique and original style. Doesn't look like anything you've seen before, so it's kind of like it's like good rock and roll, something that you can see right away and know who made it. So I really appreciate that in artwork. It doesn't look like some sort of derivative of somebody else's work. It looks definitely like his, and it's it's badass, and it's definitely Fugitive Poems material. We knew that right away. That's why we kept it for so long.
All right, so this is what we're going to do right now, because people are be like, well, what is this? What is this? Well, guys, we're about to find out right now. I'm going to show you, from their website, folks, right here. I mean, dirty living, baby. They're $2.99 every 3 months. Subscribe now. We're going to get into that conversation in a moment as well. Because what you mean subscribe? What's going on, fella? What are you guys up to now? These guys are creators. I can't wait to find out. But now I'm going to go back to Steve, man. Like, Steve, man, if I was in an elevator with you at a convention, we're going up, man. We only have maybe 2 floors. And I see this book in your hand, and I'm going to rush. What the hell is dirty living?
I'm going to jump out of the elevator. My pitch, I think Ryan really helped me. It's The Departed meets the Reanimator. That's pretty much it, Okay. It's yeah.
I love Reanimator, so you caught me with that already. Back. All right. Good job. You called you Reanimator. I said, ooh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
All right.
Steven's got to work on this. It's his least favorite part of promoting is the pitch.
Yeah, all right. Let me check out Ryan does it. So Ryan, you talk to me. If elevator pitch on your side. How would you explain it to fans out there?
For me, it's like, it's a film noir on paper, pretty much. We got, crime drama and, the dirty streets, the whole thing, mafia and crooked cops. And then there's a little bit of that supernatural thrown in, for a little extra spice. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's funny. It's, dirty and fun. That's my favorite parts about it.
Do you draw inspiration from any particular maybe films or stories, in the artistry? Because man, your stuff is vivid. Holy F, man! Some scenes like and I love it though. It's dope. That's comic books. That's the stuff I used to read as a kid. Some wild out there, and nothing going on, but wild fun story. Like what the ooh, it's gonna get nuts, intense.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. It's inspired by a lot of like old black and white movies. I love a lot of that film noir Chinatown kind of a feel. It's like, dark and, everyone that has a history and, nothing's black and white. There's a lot of shades of gray in there, and it makes it fun for me creating all these characters and stuff to occupy this world. It's a really full-formed world that Steven created, and it's just a blast to live in there for a while.
Grindhouse Noir. Look at that. That's what Mark has shared. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you look at this panel, I can't zoom in on right now with the rat-a-tat-tat. Have you seen what's going? This reminds me of the Captain America Sword storyline when he just went in and blasted some villains. That is just gangster. See blood glowing everywhere, and you see why, guys? Because my homie here is taking them shots back, and there's reasons behind that. The story is like holy effing shit. I get it, man. I'm a big gangster old school fan, and I see what's going on there. But what I didn't expect was really seeing that supernatural twist, and the way you guys were bringing. Wait a minute, what the F is going on here? Holy shit!
Yeah, I mean, like I am a big fan of the Walking Dead, but I when I was creating it, I didn't want to do the whole zombie thing, so. So we got these guys, coming back, but just not operating correctly. Their brains misfiring in every direction. So
crazy. So Mark, talk to me about you then. Seeing this script. Are you the one spanking my man Steven's hands? Stop it.
Yeah, man. No. This is us. This is us in a nutshell, man. I mean that. What I wrote before, that Grindhouse Noir, I'm trademarking that shit because we're going to be riding that into the sunset. We got, we were talking about, what was it, the Reanimator? But I keep thinking Sin City vibes with this book. I don't know what it is. It's like the lighthearted version. It's like the Adult Swim version of that. But it's a good story. It's a fun story, but it doesn't go like too far. It's the art is incredible, and what really I think is going to blow everybody away is the amount of detail in his backgrounds, the colors chosen. These are streets in Boston. This is a bridge that people cross. This is real. This is incredibly real, and through his lens, of course, but look at that. Look at that there. We got good stuff. We got good art. We got good writing. We got all the blood and gore and craziness that everybody has come to expect from us. And we're setting the tone. This is the first of our publications. It is not the last. We got, like 3 or 4 more things coming down the pike. We're getting busy here. And everything is following in this tone. This is setting our tone. We're telling the world what we're about now.
All right, so I see that Dirty Living, $2.99 every 3 months, and you say subscribe now. So what's up? Before we get into that whole subscription thing, how many issues is Dirty Living running for? Do we know that in advance or what?
Well, I got it at 8, but it could be more.
Excellent. So Chris is dying. He's about to explode, man. If he was mute, he would have been cursing me out in all types of sign language.
Never.
What is this subscription service about? What are you guys up to now? Let me get my man James up there too. What are you guys up to now?
Well, we came up with this idea. Diamond Distributors is going going away.
They shit the bed, didn't they?
They shit the bed. They were gatekeepers anyway. It was almost impossible for indie artists to get in there and get distributed. But the question is how, and everyone's putting out their stuff on social media, which is like throwing rocks in a pond at this point. What's the chances of you getting seen? And we said, you know what? The mission of Fugitive Poems has always been to raise the flags of great indie artists, including ourselves that want to create. And we said, what if we went with like do you remember the old Marvel magazines in the back? There was a checklist that you would check which issue, which comics you wanted, and you'd mail it in for your subscription. It was like, all right, well, what's the internet version of that? And we said, we're going to put a subscription service on our website so that people can every 3 months get a new issue. And then so every 3 months they get charged. James is still mad at me that it's only $2.99. It's only $2.99 an issue. So
for the next 6 minutes. So everybody,
right, exactly. So you're gonna want to hop on there right now. So if you hop on right now and you sign up, instantly you have access to Dirty Living.
Instantly, no tariffs on these comic books. You get instant, $2.99. He's talking like my phone over here, bro.
That's right. No tariffs at all. Every time you buy Dirty Living, we charge China. So
$1.59.
They've yet to pay, but
so you get it, and then in 3 months you get charged $2.99 again, just as the new issue comes out. And this is our maiden voyage with this. It's doing well. People are loving it, and I can't tell you how much it means to me that you loved it. And we've got more. We've had pitch meetings for the last 3 weeks. We got a couple of others that are going to be coming in. I've got one of my own series that we're going to be working on there as well. And meanwhile, James and I have a bunch of other stuff coming out traditionally, physically. Fugitive Poems is mixing it up and making sure you can get comics immediately and any way that you want. And we think that this subscription model is the future. I've been having people from other companies hitting me up going, well, what exactly are you doing? I'm not going to tell you, but this is what we're doing. And having Dirty Living be our first shot out there, the shot across the bow is a hell of a thing.
Dope. I dig it. All right. So what's the plan when it comes to then, saying you want to help the creators and all? What's the marketing plan? I mean, is Fugitive Poems just releasing the book, or are you guys supporting with marketing and all that to help the creators as well? Like, how does that work? I want creators to know all these details because they want to get involved. Like you said, Diamond shit the bed right now, right? They're done. You know what I mean? They're possibly not even coming back at all at this point. They were thinking about the restructuring, but there's also talks of maybe just that's it. They really just finished.
So Mark and I are the editors for Fugitive Poems for the scripts and whatnot. James is the art director. What we offer is editing, and we're tough editors, but we want the best to come out. That we want your best art to come out. We offer the editing for the script and for the art throughout the whole process. We shepherd it through. We host, we publish, and we advertise, and we get that sucker out there. Is it in here? I just printed out today for going to cons because we don't want to forget these guys when we're selling physical at cons. I just printed out today on our table. Ooh, where am I? We're going to have this where people at our table can sign on. You get the subscription. If they sign on to get the subscription, we're going to give them a poster or a sticker right on the spot because we want this comic to do incredibly well. It is so damn good. And we want everybody to see it. And this is what we're going to do. We're only going to take comics that we would read, that we would love, and that we want to be a part of. It has to be a Fugitive Poem. It has to fit our grindhouse extreme motif. And that's really, really important. And these guys did that. We had a couple of great pitches in the last 2 weeks that were terrific stories, but they weren't us. We're putting out Fugitive Poems material. You think Heavy Metal Magazine, you think Weird Tales, you think all that kind of out there stuff. We're putting that out because it deserves to be out in the world, and creators like this need to be recognized. So that's the plan, and that's how we're moving.
Also, Al, what's really cool about this is, we we're banging our head against the wall to try to figure out how, being such a small company, how we're going to pay our our creators and so forth. So this gives us a chance to do that as well. We're cutting these deals with these guys to get percentages of the subscription fees. So it's really cool to be able to pay our creators, and that'll only grow as the subscription service grows. So
and that incentivizes them too to market themselves, because hey, for every sale I'm getting, so
yeah,
there's money. Everybody's making money, so let's go.
And I mean, the other thing is, it's becoming a niche now. Where else are you going to get this? I mean, we don't care about politics. We don't care about restraint. We're a little nuts. We're here to tell a story, and we really, I mean, we got some limits, but good luck finding them. We love weird. We love crazy. We love blood, guts, gore, nudity. We don't care. It's all out there, and it's a ride. We want you to have a cool, fun house, horror haunted house, whatever the hell ride, and just enjoy the hell out of it. Call it a guilty pleasure.
Love it. So Steven, how was that conversation like when these guys had run over to that table? I mean, when you find out, who told you? Was it Ron that told you these guys want to do the story, son? How did that conversation go? Did you get excited immediately? Like, oh shit! Really?
I always get excited. Ryan seemed pretty pumped up. He just said, send these guys information. I did, and then a year later, Christian emailed me back.
A year later, man, poor guy waited a year. Oh my God.
But life gets busy. Life gets away from you. There's the pandemic and all that shit was going on. So it was perfect timing. But yeah, I always get excited when anything to get this story off the ground. And as we've been talking, we've got this character. Can we show our boobs, blood, and bourbon? Can we show that?
Did you, Ryan? Do you have that? I have that available.
I don't know if I have it anywhere.
So Ryan came up with the tagline "Boobs, Blood, and Bourbon" to really sum up dirty living.
I think actually Mark, because it was boobs, blood, and whiskey, and then Mark added bourbon. I think
Tom Lynett, our friend and letterer Tom Lynett, put the final word there. He's the one that came up with boobs, blood, and bourbon.
Yeah, but so a verbal pitch here, and Ryan will love this because I'm thinking of steampunk, but taking our old our granny, and we're going to make her a granny gunslinger, and Agnes Whitmore, granny gunslinger, and it will have it all. It will have boobs, blood, and boobs. I already said that. And bourbon.
No, that was right.
Oh, extra boobs.
I love this. This is gonna be sounding insane. Wait a minute. There we go. Hold on. Let me put me right there. Bond. Look at that. Boobs, blood, and bourbon. Oh man, look at your grandma. Look like she ain't fucking around either.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all of our favorite panel in the comic. Out of all the wild shit that Ryan did, that old lady is everyone's favorite panel.
You know what? And it was just a footnote. It was just like, put this lady in the background, smoking a cigarette, looking angry, walking a dog, pissing on a mailbox, and Ryan went and came up with that, and I was like, "Yep, that's just freaking awesome."
Now I know
That's the artist's magic.
Yeah, well,
There you
Agnes.
go.
Shit. Whose house is on fire?
I don't know.
Never a dull moment.
We're live. Anything's happening. Save the books. Save the books. All right.
Save the bourbon.
Anyone in California?
Oh,
no one's
shit.
in California.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, that'd be horrible. Anyway, all right. So the book is out now, right? It's available now for folks to have access to at the website itself, correct?
Instant access. Instant access.
I made it real easy to find.
See, because I know you guys go to do shows, James, and whatnot. I mean, are we going to be having some print copies on deck too eventually? What's popping there?
So we haven't figured out. I mean, I think
everything's fine. It's all under control.
Everything's
fine.
All right, backdraft.
We're still trying to figure out. Like I said, this is like a baby in the crib. We're still trying to figure out, what we're going to do as far as physical copies. We don't know if we're going to make like a best of and kind of include them together in sort of a anthology, or if we're going to print out, what do you call it, a trade when it's all done, that kind of thing. We've been throwing ideas around, but it's like I said, it's still an infant, so we got some time to figure that out. Like Christian said, we'll be selling it at any of our signings and so forth. And we can sell it right now. Like Christian said, you can literally be looking at this thing in 30 seconds if you.
And Al,
we're going to be
those paperbacks ain't going to be $2.99.
That's right.
Yeah,
This is a deal that you just cannot. I mean, honestly, we wanted to throttle Christian, but yeah, $2.99. Because $2.99 will get you access. You get to read this on your phone, on the subway, on a plane, whatever the hell you want. You got it all right there.
As many times as you want. Once you've subscribed and become a member, you can look at it over and over and over again, and you're going to get a list as you get new issues. And as we subscribe to new series, it pops up as soon as you sign into Fugitive Poems. You got that list. And by the way, we're going to be in Connecticut. And James, I always forget the town name where Infinite Heroes is.
Watertown.
We're going to be in Watertown, Connecticut on Saturday at Infinite Heroes Comic Shop, doing an in-store signing of the first one for River. And we're going to have our Dirty Living sign right there. And if you come in and you sign up there, you're going to get a free sticker or a slap across the face, something that you want. Come see us. Watertown, Connecticut, Infinite Heroes Comic Shop this Saturday, the 8th of February, 2025. In case there's in a time capsule and somebody's watching it 40 years from now.
See, so I'm a tech guy over here. So now, when you say that I have access, right? Is this access only through logging in through the website? Is this a downloadable PDF? Like, what's popping with that?
You go to fugitivepoems.com, and all your comics that you signed up for are right there. So you view them, you go behind a paywall on our website, and you see them right there.
Oh, okay. Bet. So not downloadable, but you have access through the account itself. Okay.
Yep.
So
like
it's
a streaming service.
Protected. You're not going to lose them,
Right.
It's there.
Sort of like Comixology used to be like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of like that.
Yeah.
Excellent. And all right, bet. And all right. So what about the view? The view is it like a standard comic book view? Since you mentioned Comixology, and a lot of people miss those type of views. Or are you guys going to possibly work on something like that in the future, or are you guys going to keep it standard type viewing on a comic book?
Right now, it's scrolling, and we're gonna keep adding more and more to it as the model is more and more successful. We're gonna keep working with the presentation.
All right, bet. Wonderful. That's what I want.
It's like, I'm sorry. It's like James said before too. We're still in the infant stages here. This thing's going to evolve. This is where we're starting. When we come across something fun that we want to do, if we want to add some effects, if we want to do whatever, the sky's the limit.
See, I'm excited for you. That's why as soon as I hear something new and start throwing ideas, are you thinking about this possibly? Hey, make notes, man. I have to restrain myself. My mind starts exploding. So Ryan, Steven, how you guys feel to be, the first one? So again, Steven got his cherry popped, the first comic book, and now that you're also getting cherry popped because this is their first project on this type of platform. So how you guys feel about being
all
the
popping cherries,
cherry popping daddies.
Look at it. Oh, that's the comic book right there.
We can put that in there. Yeah, absolutely excited because
That's what she said.
I just feel like we're part of the family. For me, obviously, I work close with Brian, and Christian and I work very close together on the editing, and it's a good partnership. Really, I'm really pleased by the whole thing.
Al,
Oh, yeah.
I'm reading this section of issue 2. And I'm having a great time, and it's getting crazier and crazier. And then in parentheses, Stephen, can I say this?
Go ahead.
It
Yeah.
says, I'm really high right now. I hope this makes sense.
Bro,
I put
I
that
don't
in the
blame you,
script.
man. I've been
I put that
making
in-
music, and these babies have been fucking me up. So when I want to start making shit, man, you definitely go to another universe.
Yeah.
Holy shit, mushrooms is not bad, folks.
Hey, when you're creating something and you're in the zone, and which I was in that very scene that Christian's talking about, I was just laughing to myself, and I'm like, this is freaking cool. I hope it's cool because I like it. I like it. So of course I did. I put in parentheses, I'm really stoned right now.
Yeah, it showed. It showed in the words. So I had to translate that into pictures. So then I made it even funner, I guess.
All right, did you call Stephen? Let me get some of that shit you had so I could get into that place that you were, please.
I don't know if he'll relinquish the stash, but
Ryan's got to be double sober when he does the art. He needs the American Psychiatric Association handbook next to him, just kind of makes sense of everything. But
a little bit.
I tell you, these two are great though, man. That's
sober.
Even these two, man. It's the same. These two, same thing.
Completely sober. Ryan cannot help but put Byzantine levels of detail in his script, in his drawing. I can't imagine what would happen. It would just be all millions of tiny fine lines stoned out of his mind.
Jeez. One book every 20 years.
Yeah. I've been drawing a hand for 5 days. I've got almost every wrinkle and fingerprint.
It'll be a masterpiece, bro. Again, this guy's house is getting set off. Look, you got the fire extinguisher run.
It's because the book is hot.
Well, apparently, bro. I mean, Dirty Living is cooking it up in his house for real. Holy shit, bro. I think I know who that is. That's the mafioso, but it's not giveaway names over here, right?
Yeah.
What's interesting is he's muted himself, and we're still hearing the fire bells.
Yo, thank God it wasn't me because I was the one.
Watch, that's my house.
Love it. All right, but I'm really excited now. James, where do you live? You say it's possible. Anything you could tell us about what are the possible next title you're gonna release, and how far apart new titles may be added to the Fugitive Poems family?
So we talked to an amazing writer, literally last night, or no, night before last, Mark, last night.
No, last night, man.
Last night, yeah, we talked to this dude from the UK.
Was night for him. It was afternoon for us.
It was evening for him and 6 o'clock for us. His name is I don't remember his last name. His first name is Rufus, and he lives in the UK and has a really wild story, which we thought. Once again, we're still kind of up in the air about how we're going to present it. We're talking everything from a graphic novel to sidling up into the subscription service. I'm kind of leaning towards subscription, but we got to battle it out. And Mark's bigger than I am, so he'll probably win.
Stress.
But and then next week we're literally meeting with 2 more guys, so people are falling out of the woodwork looking for us. That's one of the things that's always been exciting to us is we started off with our humble first containment breach, and then people started calling us for that. So we're like, now we got people pitching us, not only people from the containment breach, but also brand new people. So we have we're trying to figure out whether or not we would include something like one shots in there, sort of bonus bonus things if you want. if you want to call it that. Maybe, just to keep people, something new to look at while you got your subscription. We got all kind of ideas for it, and I don't know when the next one would be. The guy that we were talking to, he doesn't even have an artist yet, so it's going to be a while to get that going. But
well, we are this week talking to a team, the Hill Brothers, who we love, who have apparently 90 pages of theirs done.
Oh wow!
So we're going to see. The Hill Brothers were in Containment Breach Volume. The smoke is getting me. Sorry, I don't buy smoke alarm. The battery's dying or something. But meanwhile, I discovered that my 8-year-old is watching this broadcast live on YouTube. He's like, Daddy, what about boobs?
Oh my gosh!
But
go to bed.
The Hill Brothers did one of the coolest comics. Actually, I think it's James and I's favorite. That's right, Zachary. I hear you laughing. I'm talking about you. Did one of our favorites in Containment Breach 3, which is this wild story of an alien who has to fight a cloud germ alien, and it's drawn like with marker. The way we always describe it is there's that one kid not paying attention in class. He opened his notebook and it's got these wild, incredible drawings in it. That's what their art is like, and we love it. There it is. There it is. That's the Hill Brothers.
Excellent.
This stuff's all crazy. Like if you can see it, you can see the marker lines in the black and so forth. This they do everything straight up traditional.
So they have a pitch for us, and we're really excited about it. There's going to be some damn cool stuff coming from Fugitive Poems. There is damn cool stuff coming from Fugitive Poems.
Exactly. There you go.
It all started here with Dirty Living. Stephen and Ryan and Keith Gleason on letters and drums. Just fantastic.
Yeah, going back to Dirty Living, man. Ryan, what do you have a favorite page panel that you've drawn that outside of the high one that you said, holy shit, what the hell is this guy just did here? Okay, and then you just came out the ass and did something crazy. Like, do you have anything right now that stands out to you particularly that you're like, wow, this is wow?
I think what I'm doing right now for issue 2 is like really making me smile every time I'm working. It's like, oh yeah, this is good stuff. It's like a lot of fun, and it's a lot different than the first issue. So there's like a new twist actually put in, a new element that really makes it the artwork and everything just kind of to the next level. It's a lot of fun.
I looked today at the roughs that Ryan has done. James, you hasn't seen them yet. He's got to see them. They're roughs. They're what people would call thumbnails. They're already full of beautiful details. They're also hysterical. I was in my living room laughing my ass off at some of these pictures. One where the main character, the frame is upside down, and he just looks out of his mind. There's some incredible stuff going on. Ryan is an absolute master, and you can feel him laughing and having an unbelievable time as he's drawing.
See, but that's a compliment to Steven too. Your writing obviously explodes his mind. So how do you feel seeing that artwork of his, translating those words of yours?
Well, I mean, Ryan can justify this, but I sent him a text today with that panel we're talking about where Doug's upside down and it's trippy. He's multiple heads all around. And I saw it and I'm like, yes, dude, yes. Exclamation point. It's exactly what I was thinking. So for me, I love it. He just captures what I was thinking and what I wrote. So for me, that's just awesome.
Excellent. I'm digging it, man. Again, folks, it's available right now at fugitivepoems.com. All right. And you're also going to be able to go to that signing. All right. I know, homie, right here, Saturday, if you're in Connecticut, right? Infinite Heroes Comic Shop. Shout out to the comic shops out there, Watertown, Connecticut. I mean, shit, how are they working out right now? They're going to be able to go crazy to stuff their shelves, right? Because so many companies are now going into their own distributorship. Like, I know Matt Cave signed with Lunar, but like a lot of indies, like Coffee Comics, for example, I got their emails. A couple of other companies that are talking about, visit our site. We'll distribute our own shit. Like, this is gonna drive comic shops crazy. Like, how many fucking distributors do I need?
We've got a good friend named Phil Russert who's working. He's got Philbo
Publishing.
Yeah, I do Fobo. Yeah, man.
You know,
yeah.
he does tragedy, right? And he's working on his own distribution company, and he's got some great ideas. Again, this is why we said now is the perfect time for the subscription model. Nobody's got to worry. You want a comic, you can have it right away. It'll be coming out on the regular. You can sign into it on any piece of equipment you have, and we don't have to worry about getting that right away into shops because we don't want to hold off on getting it out there. You come to us, and we got what you need.
Okay, just like the book, like it's all mafia. We got the goods, baby. We got the goods.
And Al, like in the future too, in terms of publishing something that we can sell in a comic book store, we're probably going to do it. I mean, it's going to be available on our website too. But I mean, for a lot of our stuff now, yeah, it's going digital, it's going global, it's going easy to carry around. But I mean, we all love that book. We all love holding that book in our hands. And, I think it's safe to say that some of the digital stuff may eventually go that way. But most definitely, there's going to be another containment breach. There's going to be some other physical copies like River there, things you can hold in your hand if that's your thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would love to have that option. I would even think about a print on demand because I think people would love to hold Ryan's art, Stephen's story in a book, smell that ink, and and see that blood splatter that's all over the madness of that first issue tease, that craziness which I love. Hey, hell yeah, I wanted to see that. Fuck yeah, bro, in a book too. Again, you guys got to do something for me here, man. I love my digital, no doubt, because again, I just I want something to put on my wall. Yes,
we can make that happen. We're going to. There's going to be.
I see it.
The beginning of amazing stuff.
I'm excited. Again, folks, this is an amazing team. This is the squad, and Dirty Living is the book. Let me put it out of the stages one more time. This is it right there. Dope book. Look at that. I'm telling you, things is going down this book, man. And just see what's going on here, and then you see that just one panel, man. That gotta tell you, there's an energy behind this book. Just look at that. What the fuck is going on? Yes, what the fuck is going on is right. Who is this? What is going on? What's the mystery?
Oh,
yeah, man.
Let's talk about her.
This got me curious still. Like, what the fuck is going on here with this fucking person?
A lot of moving parts.
Yes, and it's dope. That's why I like the story. I immediately got involved with the character. I got intrigued. I cared. Oh shit, cool. So great writing on that, Steve. And again, and thanks, Ron, for beautiful art because definitely got me hooked. Got me hooked like a fish and fucked me up at the end. So I'm not really need to. I'm a fish out of water and I'm flipping like, where the hell is the next thing to do? I can't wait to check it out and see what you guys are up to. And yo, man, Chris, James, Mark, wow. I love to hear that you guys are just elevating, progressing, moving forward, and working at changing the game, not working at changing the game, and especially for the indies out there. So thank you for being that service like that. Now, I know you guys say this is the baby, and y'all talking to folks, but can people go to the website and maybe contact you that way? Is it best to do it through the socials? Like, what's the best way if there's a creator out there interested in sharing their project with you?
You can go to Fugitive Poems, and there is a contact us on there, fugitivepoems.com. But feel free to as they say, slide into my DMs.
Hey, that's dirty.
Is that not supposed to say that? Feel free to DM Fugitive Poems, and we'll get right back to you, either on Bluesky or X, Instagram.
Christian, we got a shout out. We got an amazing social media manager.
You do it, Mark. I was literally just going to say that.
All right. Yeah, we got Chandler Kidd, man. And don't let the name deceive you. She is 100% grown and professional. She is really just doing amazing. We're we're getting a little long in the tooth for social media. She, God bless her, is not, and she's on it. She's been pushing Dirty Living like crazy. She's going to be behind probably all of our advertising certainly when it comes to social media and maybe beyond. And so if you do reach out to us through social media, you are going to get a relatively quick response. Don't hold me to like 24 hours, 48 hours, but it's going to be soon, and it's going to be
it won't be a year.
No, we will get back to you in a few days. But
the reason for that delay is we didn't have it. We didn't have this thing in place. We couldn't figure out how to get it together. Well, once we got it together, we knew who our first group was going to be.
No, I'm just teasing. I know what it is to build a baby, and the fact that you guys even still remember the story a year later. Like, yeah, this is the shit that we want to try to put out there. Like, yeah, this is what you guys are going to be doing again. I'm a fan. Then this is. I grew up reading stuff like that, so it's like I love it. So it's like, yeah, I'm digging it. Thank you, indie creators. Bless you guys. Because y'all the ones murdering the game. Like Big Two, watch out, y'all gonna be losing steam, especially now that using all these direct market. People are getting disinterested, to be honest, on Big Two shit. It's fun and dandy, but it's it's getting boring. How many they keep retelling stories? You guys are making new stories.
Yep, that's cool.
Al, it's like in Watchmen, the comic books were all pirates and stuff because everybody was tired of capes. I kind of feel like we're hitting that in reality now. I feel like the movies and everything is just, oversaturated, and people are like, okay, what else is out there? And the answer is Fugitive Poems. We're going to be right there. We're going to be right up front. We're going to be gangsters and cops and Blood Valkyrie in Vegas. We got crazy stuff coming down the line. Stripper Clip Sally. We've got all kinds of crazy. Oh my God. We've got wait till you see this, man. We're gonna be back. We're gonna be back for
Strippers blowing away aliens with World War II assault rifles.
What? Oh my God. Okay. This is gonna be some wild stuff. Oh man, you guys definitely are fugitives out here. Y'all definitely going to be taking that game. I am digging the hell out of it. All right, but that's the email. You want me to share that email?
Yeah, feel free. That's my email address. I'm happy to share it. If you want to pitch me.
Yeah, a couple some advice for people that want to pitch. See if you can get a story arc down, because this will be the first thing you hear from Christian and/or Mark. Just to see if you can get a story arc down, and then maybe one full script for a 22-pager, somewhere around there. We're not dead set on 22 pages, but a story arc is important. That'll be the first thing you'd be asked for. And if you're an artist, make sure you have a portfolio. Don't just give an Instagram tag. That's a good way of seeing things. And I know younger people, that's what they do. But get yourself you can get a free portfolio out there. There's lots of them, but Behance is a good one where you can put your stuff together. We're gray beard. Well, I'm the only bearded one, but no, Christian's got a beard. Both gray beards. We want to see a real portfolio, not just your Instagram hacks. So get that stuff together, and then come and pitch us cool stuff.
Yeah, I want to echo that, Al. I mean, we're putting our name on everything that comes out, and this means the world to us. We're not putting out crap. We're putting out the good stuff. We're putting out the heavy, grindy, bad stuff that nobody else wants to do right now. We got that late 70s, early 80s vibe going on. We're pushing hard stuff, man. It's been too long. I mean, I miss that stuff in the 90s, So it's time to bring that back. Look, I got my Tank Girl shirt on. I miss all that stuff. We're bringing it back. We're doing it, and like James said, we want it. We're taking all comers. We want to hear your pitch, but don't pitch us this vague idea you kind of had on the shitter one morning. We want to know that there's something that's been simmering in your head for a while. You've got a basic idea of where you want it to go. Here's what I'm envisioning. Here's what I'm seeing. Here's what I'm willing to do. That's a pitch. That's what we want to hear.
And very important, we had a great pitch a week or two ago. Everything sounded so exciting, but the question that was unanswered was, can you stick the landing? we're not going to put out an awesome series that you blow the ending on. It's got to have a killer ending on it. So we need to see that arc. Can you stick the landing? Now, that doesn't mean it has to be perfect yet. We're here. Remember, a bunch of us are college professors. We've all been college professors. We teach writing. We teach art. We are here to work with you, and we're going to make sure. Steven's an incredible, incredible writer. So it's not like he needs somebody to rewrite a script. We're not doing that. Steven and I have brainstorming sessions, and we have a great time with it. And he comes up with some brilliant stuff, and we play around with it, and I'm happy to talk. We work as a sounding board. So it doesn't have to be done, 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 done. But I need to know that you can stick the landing. Because
that's our commitment to the audience, too.
That's right.
They're not going to get this subscription that just kind of, pulls that early image bullshit where, you're loving everything. And then it's like, oh, yeah, well, the artist decided to go on vacation. So you got to wait like another 3 months for the next Spawn to come out. And you're just like, what's going on? No, we are going to make sure that whatever you are paying for, you get a complete story.
Excellent. That's
one way or the other.
We like to play matchmaking. So if you don't know a writer or you don't know an artist, you don't have to. We don't have to have a team in place. We can hook you up either way. We tend to get lots of either or. So you don't need to have a team in place, but we do accept submissions from teams and stuff that might be half finished and kind of anything in between. We've played matchmaker on our first volume 2, 3, and 4 of the Containment Breach series, so we've gotten pretty good at that as well.
And we know a lot of people at this point.
Excellent.
With the Containment Breach series let us have so much fun playing matchmaker. And there's some of the greatest sessions. The three of us sitting there we've gone through all the writers and picked the ones we want to go with. We've gone through all the artists and picked the ones we want to go with. And now it's like, okay, what would be a wild combination? And then sometimes you get a team like Steven and Ryan. We had a great meeting where Steven's like, by the way, I have this other short that I really want to put into one of the anthologies you have coming out. And he sent it to me, and it was freaking fantastic. And I said, well, Ryan, you're going to be pretty bogged down with Dirty Living. Do you guys want me to find another artist for Steven's short? And Ryan went, hell no, I'm doing it. The team is for him. The team is right.
Nice.
When you get that chemistry, man, it's like nitro and glycerin, and that's why it's exploding off the page. These guys feed off each other. Oh, and, when you get that kind of team together, it's amazing. And I mean, at this point, we're really culling like our favorite artists, and Containment Breach and some other things down the line, could keep you guessing, are going to give us opportunities to test out different artists and writers who just kind of want to shoot their shot. And we're going to get a feel for who's fugitive material. And that's how we're going to keep growing this thing, man. We're going to keep putting that spotlight on people you don't know, who you should know. And we always said we want to be the rising tide that lifts all ships. This ain't just about us. This is about the entire indie comic community and getting the real quality up. We haven't shouted out our business mentor either. We got one of those as well, Steve Yasmin. Yamin, excuse me. Steve has been really helping us out, and we may look a little more professional this time around. That's definitely Steve's influence. Steve comes from a business background, and he'll come up with stuff, and we're like, oh yeah, we never thought of that. So he's given us these business goals that we're keeping with, and all these new ideas and recruitment and stuff. So a lot of this sort of gelling that you're seeing, Al, is part of our. We have a board now. We have a board. We're working on a board of directors, and we're going legit. So
we're even selling shares. This company is happening.
Beautiful. That means the next podcast, folks, they're going to be in suits.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Well, that- our company, our rules. We wear t-shirts and drink.
I got a
People
cool
wear a suit.
big tie. I can put that around my neck next time.
Yeah, the desk is actually just a big bar. That's actually what it is.
That's right.
We're gonna have suits tattooed onto us.
Listen, man, the world's crazy. I listen, Mark. If you're willing to do that, I think we could all start a Kickstarter for that. No, but you guys are awesome. See, wonderful energy, great energy, folks. You heard them. You know, if you got stories, you got something. You know, start pitching away. You could, hit up the website, hit them on social. Fugitive Poems. All right. You can send a pitch again. No dirty pictures to ChristianFugitivePoems.com.
Whoa! Hold on.
Wait, yeah, unless you're
Don't tell
beautiful
these people that. What are you?
If it's drawn,
keeps it going, man.
women.
You get bored otherwise.
Most importantly is this squad right here. I want you to follow the artist right here of this dope book that's out now, Dirty Living, folks. Right? Follow Ryan on Facebook and Insta at Ryan Draws the number 2, and his website, artofryansantos.com. You heard, show that
Amazing
love.
stuff.
And then go also follow big homie Steven. I mean, my man is wow. He got some stories for us, and I'm happy he's now in the world of comics, because I'm excited. Follow Steven on Facebook at Steven.Betcha, and on Instagram, Steven_Betcha.art. All right, so show that love.
Wait till you see Besh's artwork. He's a fine artist as well. So got some amazing stuff up there.
Fine artists. Oh shit! So Steve, are we gonna get a comic book like all done by you one day, or a short story, completely art story? He says, "Fuck man." Okay.
No. I'm not that kind of artist. Ryan is that kind of artist. James is that kind of artist. I am not. I do funky shit like abstracts and cubism, and I could never do what those guys do. Especially.
I can't do what you do. As a writer, I'm jealous that you still have that artistic side. I screw up stick figures, but I always draw the torso too long, so it looks like every stick figure has a dong.
But your Ninja Turtles, man.
I can draw Ninja Turtles.
Best Ninja Turtle, you like Eastman Laird classic looking Ninja Turtle. Christian's got that down.
I don't know why.
What, 6th grade?
I remember as a kid, the only shit I was able to draw was Voltron as a robot as a kid. But then after that, like, made me draw anything else. No. So,
Al, we got to get together and do a Ninja Turtles versus Voltron comic.
Oh shit, there we go. Right? Oh man, right? The Mattel Mega, the clash of the universe. Turtles, Voltron. Let's go.
Why is there literally nothing else in this comic? Well, we can't draw anything else.
Right, that's it. You just get black guys standing still. Whatever pose you got.
Fighting the city, there's no people.
I love those. I love those lions from Voltron. Those are really cool.
Yeah, man.
Oh
different
fuck
colored
yeah.
lions.
Voltron was everything.
The line. James is right. It's the line, not the car one, the vehicle one. That he was cool, but no, that's not the line.
The toy was cool.
Right.
The toy was cool. Yeah. All the pieces.
The toy,
yeah.
my friend had that. I was like, had like
Did you ever take a
lines,
piece
that's all I
and
could afford.
to have it in not complete? Did you ever get tempted to take one part and just
No, I was tempted to take the whole damn thing.
He wanted the whole thing. He was gonna knock out his buddy. What happened to my No, you passed out. So did I. There must have been gas. I don't know. Maybe the aliens took it.
Bro, you wouldn't believe it.
Right? I love this. All right, but guys, you guys rock. And again, please, I'm gonna put all these in the show notes, so you make sure you show the love and click away. Very important, though. I'm gonna put the link straight up to go into Dirty Living, because that's what you need right there. This book is dope, all right, and you can get it through Fugitive Poems for real, man. You hear it? They have passion, they have plans, they're making this happen. That's what's popping, and I can't wait to really dig in and be able to check out, sign up, and get me some books.
It's fucking cheap.
Absolutely.
I spent $12.50 today at Dunkin' Donuts for lunch. You can get this for $2.99. You can't even get a coffee for that anymore.
That's right.
And again, where
Not
is
one
that?
that's worth
Where's
drinking.
the shop again? Did I lose the note? Here we go. That's
What
the
is
shop.
town?
If you're in Connecticut, Watertown, Connecticut, Infinite Heroes Comic Shop this coming Saturday.
Come see Paul. Paul is the owner, and he's an incredibly cool dude. Lots of wild comic company connections as well, and fascinating stories about famous people. And you get to meet James and I, and perhaps Mark, and perhaps my son Dashiell. So you will have a grand old time.
And they might wear suits.
Be lucky if I wear pants.
Oh, there you go, folks. Not if that doesn't get you, like, will Christian wear pants? Holy shit! You know, like, do you wanted to stand up from the table?
Probably not.
Nice to meet you.
And thank you, Fire Alarm, for not going off a third time. I appreciate it for cooperating. At least yours is warning you, not like a Latin or minority household where everything just beeps. I thought that was false, but it's true. I went to somebody's house last weekend, and I heard the beep. I said, "No way," and then I heard it again minutes later. I said, "Is that your fire alarm?" I said, "Yeah, I think the battery's died." I said, "Why don't you just change it? That shit would just drive me crazy all fucking day." What's wrong with y'all? Fuck, I grew up that way. No, y'all triggering me. I gotta leave. All right. All right, and folks, of course, you heard it there. Agnes Whitmore. These guys are up to stuff. I'm telling you, y'all minds are about to be blown, man. I'm telling you.
It's happening.
You got Ryan, you got Mark, Christian, James, right? You got me, Al Mega, man. We about to drop some fire. So, thank you again to all my Crusaders for tuning in. Everybody that commented, everybody that showed some love over here. Okay, hit the like button, all right? And comment a little bit more. We need that in the algorithms. And again, follow these people. All the links below. All right, mi gente. You know what it is. Hasta la próxima, baby. Huepa!
Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders Podcast. Content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.com and our extended podcast family over at undercovertapes.com. And also make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.